Hey, what's going on?
Welcome back. Welcome
back.
Happy Thursday, y'all.
Woo!
We are so close.
Like it really is Thursday though. This week,
the week flew.
Yeah, it flew, but then I feel like it hasn't. Like I'm like,
it didn't drag for me. I feel like it was just Monday.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a drag for me. Well, at least
I feel like in this pandemic though, weeks are going by fast.
Yeah, that is true. Because we're like in August next month.
No, seriously.
Into this year.
Seriously.
Like, this year is about to be over, but I'm so over it anyway. No. By show of hands, how many of us are over it?
No, seriously. I keep thinking about like when you were bringing in 2020, like when you were like celebrating however you were celebrating bringing in 2020, did you ever think like a whole pandemic was about to go down?
First off, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard of it. I was taught about at least some things that's happened in the past. You know, even in the Bible, it talks about.
Absolutely.
I never thought I was gonna live.
Never thought I was gonna live through one.
Yeah. So that's the crazy thing.
Never thought I would see the day where we like actually live through one, which is just so crazy. But I don't want to start every episode talking about
the pandemic,
corona, because she being all ruly and
real spicy.
Unruly rather. Yeah, she real crazy. So yeah, we ain't gotta start every episode talking about this Rona, but we do want to make sure. Oh, Kerry got a drink. I didn't make mine.
Yeah, you gotta be ready.
It never reminds me to make my drink.
Kerry stays ready.
I don't know. You don't though, because you was late, but that's a whole different.
Whole different topic.
That's a whole different topic. Which leads to what we talking about today, Kerry.
Yeah, so we talking about sex in the pandemic. Yeah. And I wish we could rewind this because I want to see Robin's face again when that phone went off. Okay. No, but y'all, the conversation today, we're talking about sex in the pandemic. Yeah, so like, it's. I know for Robin, I'm not gonna lie. She already told me this is a nervous topic for her. We just gonna be real.
Okay, listen, it just makes me anxious because you have two type of people in the world. You have people who are like completely, and not to say I'm not comfortable with my sexuality and things like that, but you have people who are completely comfortable with like being all sexually open and being all like, yeah, like, you know, me personally, I'm real closed mouth. I'm just real like, yeah, you know.
No, I definitely get it. But before we jump into, let us know that you're watching. Comment.
Yes, we see y'all logging in. Yes, thank you guys for coming. Welcome.
Yeah, we see you logging on. So comment, talk to us. We want you to talk back with us. Again, we're talking about sex in the pandemic. How is it affecting you? And we got a couple questions. We want to talk to you.
Our girl Nataki is on, Kerry.
Yeah. Oh, I see her.
Nataki.
You see her on? Yeah.
I see her on here. Hey, Nataki girl.
Yeah. So talk to us. Hey, what's going on?
Nataki, can we just take a moment because honestly, Nataki has been here since like first episode.
She has.
There's many that's been here since.
I was really about
to say. Was here,
but she's been there.
She's been here.
Yeah, I was gonna hate on you. I see you, yo, laugh out loud. But I straight was about to say, can we move on? Next.
Hey, Nellums.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Yes, we are so glad to be back. So glad.
So again, we're talking about sex in the pandemic. Got a few questions. How are you dealing with it? Is it affecting you sexually? Like, how's your sex life?
Just put it out there. I genuinely feel like months from March, we gonna have a whole baby boom. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that y'all been cooped up in the house and y'all ain't touching nobody.
Yeah. So, like, how does this work? So, is it a hookup situation? You got to call your fling over, your cuddy buddy. Are we utilizing our cuddy buddies? Like,
Nataki said not at all. Then what we doing, the girl? You know what though? And that's I don't want to take away from nobody because you're right. Like, because personally, I've been working on some goals, been crushing some goals, working on self-improvement, business ventures, things like that. So I get it if you ain't been doing so. I'm just saying.
What are you just saying? I want to know.
I'm just saying there's quite a few people that I know. I'm still working to Nataki, girl. I'm definitely still working. CPS ain't let up, and I'm blessed and highly favored for that thing alone. But other than that,
well, I guess I'll keep it real.
Okay, let's tip in. Let's talk about sex, baby.
No, there's lack of sex. Let's talk about no. I'm not hooked up. I'm not. I technically ended up in a relationship.
Yes, Kerry did.
Which is crazy. Because I wasn't looking, and it found me.
And it's so cute. It's very cute. Yeah, I almost said something, but Kerry's relationship little status is very cute. It's funny because, Nataki said me too. Let's get into it, Taki girl. You in a relationship? But yeah, Kerry is not on the market anymore, which is interesting because we was having a hot girl, hot boy summer. And then all of a sudden, Corona version, and then all of a sudden, Kerry popped up in a relationship. So
that's a whole relationship. But it's still been dry. Like, she said no relationship.
Oh, no relationship.
Say something else. We'll still come back to you to figure out what you were saying. But kudos on no relationship because I regret it, and I hope. Yeah.
Is that because it doesn't include sex during the pandemic?
Yeah.
You got broke up with and were in a relationship. Let's talk about it. Let's tip in. Because I've been there before. Like breaking up with somebody who you ain't even in a relation with. Now, is that an entanglement? Like, is that like
just a sexual thing? Talk to us. We want to hear it.
I'm asking Nataki, like, was that just like a relationship? Was that a situationship? Or
was it just sex?
Or was it just, I feel like that's the proper way of calling it a situationship.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm on these things because Jada came out about her situation, and now everybody is talking about entanglements and stuff. So I'm over it. So over it.
I am too, honestly. I just felt like we should let Will and Jada have their way in their marriage, whatever they want to figure out. That don't mean we gotta have the same type of situation, but let Will and Jada have their own little situation over there.
Because it's gonna be what it is gonna be. It was supposed to be a friendship. So you was in a situation that was supposed to be a friendship, and y'all was working towards a relationship, and there was no sex. So you just had a friendship then, right?
And then he ended it. He ended it, yeah, because she said I got broke up with. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Natasha. But you know what? Anybody who leaves your life, let's look at it in a positive way, and we're not gonna sit around crying. You already know you bomb AF, so his loss, period. So yeah.
Yeah. So again. We're going to go back to the whole sex in the pandemic situation. Quick question. So how have you been navigating sex, dating, and this whole pandemic situation?
If at all. If at all. I know I read the other day on someone's page who was wilding out. He posted a picture of a bunch of sex toys. I won't say no names. Kerry posted a picture of a bunch of sex toys. And I was just like, oh, Kerry really wilding on this here Facebook. But I know for a lot of people, it's just safer to do such because at this point, you just don't know who out there sleeping with who. So it's like, why even go that route when you could just go on Amazon, order a toy, and be done and do your own thing? Okay. Kerry really.
We're talking sex. Like, let's be real.
He's getting away with this topic. He's really getting away with this topic.
Why not? Let's jump all in. So, sex for me, though, again, we'll go back. Even in my situation, has been dry.
Basically same, honestly. I can't even, it ain't even nothing I can tell y'all for real. I mean, like I said, I've just been attempting to crush goals. I had so many goals. I'm about to be 30 in 2 months. And so I literally had this list of goals that I needed to accomplish beforehand. And I am like one away from like completing that list. So I really haven't been able to focus on that. And plus, I don't have like a cuddy buddy or a situationship. I did have a situationship. I had a situationship, but it definitely didn't go anywhere. It's past. It's behind us now. You know, you have your little moments. You get over it. So Kerry over there acting like he's choking on that red wine. So yeah, me personally, it's been real dry, and I'm okay with that. Like at this point in my life,
are you?
I am.
Like I really wish I had a spotlight. I really wish I had a spotlight to say, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not okay. I'm not, and I'm not gonna lie to people. I'm sorry, not okay. But I want to hear from you. How are you? Talk to us.
They're not talking to us tonight, Kerry. There's 10 people watching. I wish I could call out names.
Because you're not really supposed to even be looking. But we already talked about that. But I'll say something after. But talk to us, y'all. What's going on? How is this sex in the pandemic? Are we scared of this topic?
Y'all scared because of the topic?
I mean, like, it is personal. It is personal.
It's very personal. It's very personal. I think I even said that I was going to block my mama from this episode.
She's on. She's on.
Because it's very personal. I mean, it's one of those things, and we like live. Like, we on a whole huge platform, but at the same time, it's okay to be open and honest because everybody, you know, I ain't gonna
everybody does it. So, I mean,
no, that's not true. Because there's very many people that's celibate.
They're celibate, yeah, but at some point in their life, they weren't celibate. So we're gonna cross. Or even if it's a situation where you're taking care of yourself. Is that the thing?
What'd you say?
That's what self-gratification, self-pleasurement, like
no, even when you're celibate, though, that's not even a factor.
That's not a thing?
No, because you're like denying your flesh. That's still pleasuring your flesh. You're at that point when you're celibate, you're denying your flesh of any pleasure in that type of direction. So no.
We'll go with that. So are we dating then? Like, how are we doing this?
Very shady, Kerry. Oh yes. How are y'all dating in the pandemic?
Like, how are you finding them? Like, how are you finding people?
I mean, I'm sure you can find them on Tinder, or you can find them on Plenty of
Fish. Plenty of Fish. There's a new one where it's like the girl has to like you first. You know, it's something like
I said Kerry. No, I was making that joke. I don't know which one that is, but there's like Bumble. There's
I think that's it.
There's Tinder, there's Plenty of Fish. I mean, so there's different avenues that you can take to actually like meet somebody. But how would you like actually date online and in person? Oh, are you risking it all? Are we risking it all for a date?
Bumble.
Oh, come on, Andrew.
Thank you. It's Bumble. He knows. He told me. That's he told me. No. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. So are we dating, single, married? Let us know.
Wait, Nataki said dating online and in person. Are we risking Corona for an in-person date?
I'm all for it.
Really?
Once.
You said what?
I said I'm all for it. We only live once.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm risking it all for
the date.
For Corona. I meet them in person. Okay, you meet them in person and you talk from there. Okay, I get it. Are we putting masks on? I'm personally, when I'm out and about, I'm like, give me 6 feet. Cough.
But I do want to go back to what Robin said. So I'm all for like uplifting each other, you know, promoting. There is a young lady that I did see her name on there. It's Michelle Davis. She's like on right now. She has the toys that you need. Michelle, drop that link.
Oh.
Drop it.
Is this why you posted that disturbing picture the other day?
No. I actually posted that picture because I'm interested in like knowing like do people still like attend sex like parties? Well, not sex parties, but like fun parties.
Okay.
And do they like still purchase like toys? I mean, like it's a thing where it was in the past, it was a hush hush. We didn't talk about that stuff, but we still went to the parties. We still like attended. Like we still went online and purchased. We're a little bit open now. Like we talk about things like that now. So I just want to know like what was people's like thoughts. Somebody shared my status and they said that they didn't need the toys, that they got the piece to take care of them. And
okay, it's just getting real.
Yeah, no, it was getting real. But I think it's okay to have that conversation.
It is.
Conversation. It wasn't like too bad, but I
do think there's a time and a place for everything, though.
Social media is the time and the place.
I think it's no.
Like, that was really like a bit much.
Yeah, no. I mean, because I take pride in being a lady. Like I think I've said this like multiple times. I definitely take pride in being a lady, and like that doesn't mean it makes you any less of a lady, but just not everybody ain't walking around talking about what they doing with somebody, what they doing with their toys, what they doing.
No, I didn't ask what you doing. I said, do you attend and do you purchase?
Or if they're attending or not. I know one time I went to, oh my God, one time I went, so I have this friend that I used to work with a while ago, and her name is Stephanie. And I'm putting people's names out there.
Oh, you sure?
Stephanie. But Stephanie is still a really good friend of mine. She's pretty cool. But I went to her. She had like a birthday thing. It was like a birthday party or whatever. And she was like, bring some cash and some money. We'll have like little vendors there and stuff. So I'm excited. I'm like, okay. Yes. She was like, we'll have games and stuff. I think I'm having the last problem. She's like, we'll have games and stuff. So I go to this party. It was like a sleepover too. So you're supposed to wear like a onesie. Like it was going to be so lit. Super excited. I get there and it's a table full of
fun toys.
Oh my God. I didn't know this was what I was walking into. I was like outdone. We were supposed to stay the night and everything. I went home early and everything. I was like, yeah, this is a lot going on. They were playing some game with like a banana and you were supposed to put like the banana like in between your legs. It was just like crazy. It was just so crazy.
Question. Yeah. So was it a thing? And I don't want to put you on the spotlight, but talk to us, people.
Now you're gonna put me on the spotlight.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spotlight. But is it because like we're too scared still to talk about that, or like because it's
I don't call it scared. I'm not calling it scared.
To be in tune with your sexuality.
I'm not calling it scared. It's not that I'm scared. It's just I think it's more that I'm private. I'm not a kiss and tell type person. Like, I mean, I'm just not a kiss and tell type person. Even if I had somebody right now, even if I had somebody, like even if somebody was in the back room right now, stuff like I wouldn't be like, I'm just using an example. Like,
yeah, because I was on my way.
I wouldn't be like, oh, so and so back there and da 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 da. Like, that's just not who I am. Like that's just not who I am.
I think it's okay though. Like we have to let them know. We have to let people know that it's okay to be in tune with your sexuality. And to know what pleases you, or like because no one can please you like you can please yourself. And sometimes it takes some help.
I really believe in that. I
tell David to share her link, and I believe it's Pure Romance. So she has a Pure Romance. She throws those parties and stuff.
Who is this?
What's wrong with that? Michelle Davis. Her name is Michelle Davis.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And just like it's okay to be open, I stand that it's okay to be private as well. So I definitely don't like say that everybody has to be open about this.
Yeah, because it's not whatever makes you happy, whatever gets you off.
Oh. So you can say that, but I can't say. I'm just.
No, I didn't mean. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it in that way. No, I didn't mean it in that way. But let's talk about it. So you in the pandemic, maybe you just meet somebody at the gas station, or you randomly meet somebody
at the bar.
You create a situationship. Now we talking soul ties.
But don't you gotta have sex for that? Because
I just said that. I just said you. Oh. Honestly, I think it's more of just intimacy. And if we want to talk about it, intimacy can be way deeper than just sex.
Sex, that's true.
So, I mean, what if that happens? Like, what if that happens? What if you become intimate with a person in whatever way, it can be physically or whatever way you see possible, and then you create a spiritual connection to somebody, which is what a soul tie is when you create a spiritual connection rather between two people. And I'm telling you, my first time I heard, okay, Nataki, what in what case do you don't think that physical intimacy would create a soul tie? Because she said no, that wouldn't create a soul tie.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. I don't think you should try it. Like, definitely off rip. Definitely when you're in a situation where you're still getting to know someone.
So Nataki, are you saying that you don't think soul ties could be created off of hookups? That it's only like what? It does. Oh, it does. I'm trying to read her comments two different places.
Yeah, that's probably your issue. I think you show up.
That's probably my problem.
Yeah, you saw it before I saw it, so I didn't know what you were talking about.
Right, correct. Sex isn't the only thing that creates a soul tie. That is absolutely correct. Again, intimacy is what creates that soul tie. Mm-hmm. And like I said, intimacy is most of the times
deeper,
a whole different level than just sex. So I just had that conversation with somebody. I had met this girl for the first time, and she was just explaining how she had trouble being intimate with her partner. She was just saying that she wasn't even talking about sex, but she was like struggling with being intimate with her partner. So yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I definitely don't think it's worth it, because personally for me, I'm like so big on soul ties and I think it's because I get emotionally attached. I can get very emotionally attached from conversation and actions and things like that. So you put sex into the play, and it just ain't for me right now.
Mm-mm. I think for me though, it changed. So I used to create soul ties with people simply over a conversation. It's true. Like you feel like you build a connection with somebody, and then they attach themselves onto you.
But this also goes back to I almost said last season, like we doing seasons, but when we were recording, remember the time we were recording at Tina's, and we were like, Kerry clingy as
I am. That changed though.
It has.
From then to now, it's definitely. Oh, what a wonderful change. 360. Like, no, things have turned around. I've not been so attached to the individuals that's come across my path now. So I don't know if it's
been beneficial for you.
Say that one more time.
Do you feel like that's been beneficial for you?
In a sense, yes. But then I see myself in this situation and it's mirrored. Meaning like I see the people that I'm talking to in myself, and it's like, this is what it was. But then
what it feels like.
So I'm running, and they're running towards me, and I'm running away from them.
That is so funny, Kerry. Yeah. That is so funny that you're experiencing that. That's funny. Yeah. That's hilarious.
But I definitely would hate to create a soul tie in this current situation that we're in. I I don't think it's a good time to try to create one. Not that you intentionally try, but to end up in a situation where 9 times out of 10, like me, I feel like I'm in my situation because of the fact that we're in this pandemic. Had I not been in, had we not been like locked down, and I don't have options to like explore my other options, I ended up in this situation because of it. At least that's what I feel. So that's why I'm too not so like jumping all in to create that. So yeah,
He's calming for a second, but then it went away. But she stated that was her situation. That's exactly what happened in her situation. They had created a soul tie between us from the intimacy we created from conversation and spending time with each other. Exactly. And then that's basically how they broke up without even being in a relationship. They had created that soul tie.
That's deep.
That's strong. That's deep.
That's deep.
Nah, I've definitely experienced that. That's definitely deep. You get caught up in conversation and planning and the future and being able to relate on different topics. And yeah, they can do that.
So, and we're gonna jump really quick. So I want to know, because I brought it up at the beginning. Again, if you're just watching, we're talking about sex in the pandemic, and I'm going to ask this next question: is it okay to call your old cuddy buddy during the pandemic? How many of us are doing it? By a show of hands or a comment.
Doing what? Calling your old cuddy buddy?
Yeah, like how many of us are calling? And I know we're gonna lie.
I'm gonna lie. It's a drink for me. It's the drink.
Yes, that was a drink for you and me.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. No. So how many of us are calling our old cuddy buddies? And is it okay?
Is it okay? It's not. We're not going in the past. We're not moving backwards.
I ain't gonna lie. Something happened a couple days ago.
We know.
I sent a message. The person was blocked. I thought I was blocked. I sent the message, and I'm in a whole situation. But again, what I tell you,
Kerry is so trash.
I am. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Don't bring the Lord.
No.
Don't bring the Lord in your trash.
I know, right? Remove it.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
No, I made the phone call. Actually, it wasn't even a phone call. It was a text message.
It was a text that I told him not to do. I said it.
I sent the message, and a reply came through. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I jumped out of my skin. I did. I was driving down Montgomery Road. I'm being legit. I'm telling you, logistically where I was at. I'm demographically where I was at. I was in Norwood driving down Montgomery Road.
What made you send the text? Because you're not lonely. You're not lonely.
The thought came to my head, like, what's going on? Like, what are they doing? Like, are they thinking about me? Can I see them? Because that's what I asked. So I did ask, can I see? So
I say that because
tomorrow I'm supposed to see the person.
Yeah, whatever, Kerry. I say that because most of the time we make those phone calls and those text messages because we lonely. Kerry's not lonely. I'm telling you. Kerry has.
I am lonely.
Honey, our next episode should be Kerry options, honey. Kerry got options.
We're not about to do that, baby.
Kerry has options. So he sent that text message for no reason. He did not have to send that
text message because you shouldn't have sent it. In the past. Andrew, I love you. You're my brother. But no one asked you. And that's with all respect.
Asked him.
That's all respect. That wasn't the question. The question was, is it okay to call your old cuddy buddy?
No.
And the thing is, though, honestly, though, and Robin knows the situation. Technically, this person isn't even a cuddy buddy for real.
It's not.
So, like,
it's a person that shouldn't even be
in my life.
In his life. Andrew's period. Kerry got options.
Yeah,
earlier, I was telling Kerry how I have no options. Like, y'all, it ain't been this high and dry.
Every lie that's told
in a long time. I have 0 options, no options at all. Kerry Thomas, I can pass some your way. Like, no, I'm okay with not having options, guys.
No, so I think it's okay to have options, and it's okay to not have options, but it's not okay to lie. And every time a lie is told, I'm going to sip wine.
Yeah, I have zero.
Alcoholic
I just said this earlier that I had zero. Did I not say that?
You did say it, but again, that don't make it the truth. I say I don't have options. I do have options. This is the thing, though. Let's not say we don't have options. We have options, but we don't want those options. How about that?
There you go.
That's it. We have options that we don't want.
Yeah.
So leave us alone. Leave us alone. It's like, that is not nice. I'm just joking.
That's Kerry said that. He the mean one. Taki said no temptation. We on the same page, sis. We on the same page.
So again, guys, talk to us, comment on the video, talk with us, share it, share the video.
Don't let this conversation die.
Yeah, we don't want it to die because this pandemic ain't over. So we just want to know how sex going. Like, help us. We need help. Like, honestly, like, we're over here dying. Like, me and Robin, like, we're actually, it's a short little story. Me and Robin was actually supposed to live together. We chose to be separate. And since we moved into our places, it's so long. Like, we should start a website called dry.com. And you can take it however you want. But it's dry over here. Well, at least over there is dry.
All I do over here is FaceTime my parents. Like, don't get me wrong, they're my peoples. Like, I'm telling y'all, my parents are literally my best friends. But that's literally all I be over here doing and working. Like, ain't nothing going on over here. And I'm okay with it. Like, yeah, I be complaining. I be like, oh my goodness, I don't like nobody. But honestly, I'm okay with it. It's either be by yourself or come across something that just ain't right for you. I mean, or you can come across the right thing. So, I mean, it's either or, but I'm going to be honest.
I think it's okay. But we know that there are people out there that's in worse situations than we're in, even when it comes to sex and their lives.
Because my mom always says, like, you could be like, you could think someone is in like the most perfect situation, the perfect relationship, and they could pay on a facade when at the end of the day, it's just a facade. Like, it's just a show. Like,
the grass ain't always greener on the other side.
They get home, locked up, cheated down, cussed that. I ain't got time, girl.
The thing is, sometimes you don't know what people go through. So some people fight for those situations, and they're okay with it. So you be okay with it. And then just because it don't work for you, don't mean that it ain't right. So if it works for them, that's by all means, that's fine.
I love Andrew. He's like, all right,
what are you doing during this pandemic sexually?
Yeah, please still comment because we come back and we be checking these, and I be sharing
all the time. Share it because I need some help on some tips. Like, I'm gonna visit Michelle's website again, Pure Romance. She dropped the link on there, so you might want to scroll up, find that Pure Romance site. Treat yourself to something. It's okay. We're locked in, and we're about to be locked down if you're in Ohio. It's on its way.
The one had a press conference yesterday. He did not say that.
Yes.
We need to.
It's on its way. It's okay. It's okay.
I at least thought you were going to do a little pool party popped off because they got a little pool party coming up.
See?
Y'all all going to have a Rona.
No. Don't do it.
Back.
If you can stay away, stay away.
That I don't. So go ahead and continue to stay corona free because it's serious. It's really serious. We can joke about it, call it the Rona, crack little jokes about it, but in all actuality, it's very serious.
It's real. It's real. So honestly, we had fun. We're talking about the sex and the pandemic.
Yeah, and before we wrap up, we do just want to remind Michelle. I don't know if she's still on, but Michelle, please leave your link below so that everyone could shop your toys.
Yeah, we want to support you.
We do want to support you.
We shout you out, Michelle Davis. If you're not friends with her on Facebook, she ain't got 5,000 yet, so she can still add you. Shop her website. There was no shade there either. Michelle Davis.
Oh,
about her. She thought, baby, I got 5,000 friends. Oh Lord. No. But, again, we talking about sex in the pandemic. We coming back with more and more and more. But also, I don't know if you're interested, but we have opportunity. There's going to be some great things coming out of this. We've been approached by somebody who believes in us. And we're excited about that. I don't know what Rob is doing right now, but she's not paying attention. So I'm just joking. But we need you to sponsor. We have some great things coming up. We have some opportunities. We're going to shout out some businesses, some up and coming businesses. We want your support. We need your support. So on the screen now, some ways that you can help us. And if you can't give, you can share. It's okay. Just share the video. Okay. We want to spread it. We want to take this show to the next level. Again, like I said, somebody approached us. This is a testimony. Somebody approached us and they said that they see something in us. And I'm
drinking. You gotta stop.
I'm so grateful. I really am. I'm grateful. She's come along. She's come along and she's taking us to another level. So every Thursday night at 7:30, we will be on your screen.
We're here. Tune in with us.
Yes.
We're fun. Our next show is going to be about gender switching.
Role reversal. So is it okay now for the women
to propose?
To approach the man for the women.
Or even propose. Like women are out here proposing to men.
Proposing? Is that okay? Are we okay with it? What are our thoughts? So we want you to talk to us next week. Don't talk now. I know y'all gonna comment now, but talk with us next week. We're talking gender switching, role reversals. We want to know, we want to hear, we want to talk about it. It's happening. What's your thoughts on it? We want to hear from you next week. So again, if you can give. If you can share. But join us again next week at 7:30 live right here on Facebook. We out, y'all.
Bye.